This is Katie Hunter for MMA UK. I'm here with Diddy Kong, Steve Aimable. Thank you for doing this, Steve.
No, thank you.
I'm not going to keep you too long because we've had long chats in the past, and I know that you, like me, were at Cage Warriors Academy last night, so you had a late one, and you've been sparring today, so you're probably exhausted and want to spend a bit of time with your family. Would be nice, wouldn't it? So let's, seeing as I've mentioned Cage Warriors Academy, you were there last night as well. What did you think of the show?
It's perfectly run again. It just gets better and better every show that you go to. Like, just the way it's set up, like all the lighting, the cage, just work the way it's run. It just seems to just get smoother and smoother. The more fights we have as well. I think there was nearly 30 fights last night. It was done by, I don't know, 11:30-ish, 11:45 maybe.
Yeah.
So perfectly run. So it was an excellent show again.
It's so well match made as well. Were there any standout performances for you?
I didn't really get to see many, because obviously I was out the back with the boys. But Charlie Falco's fight was a really good fight.
What did you think of the decision? I was shocked. I thought he won it. I'll put it out there.
It's hard to tell on the way the way the scoring is now, because I know Charlie was in he had the sub for a very long time, but there wasn't a lot of damage caused when he was on top or stuff like that. So it's hard. Charlie, it's a tough one. Depends which way people look at it and the way the judges and how people score it, sort of thing. So you can see it from both sides of the coin. But I'm not too sure either, to be fair. But it was a fantastic fight.
It was.
All 3 rounds. Yeah, it was like on your feet, standing, watching. It was a really good fight.
Yeah, and great to see Lee Mitchell back. Well, his second pro fight. He's been out for over a year with that hand injury. Thought he looked superb.
Is that how long it is? A year?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I thought it was a bit longer than that. But yeah, you couldn't tell he'd been out for so long.
Yeah.
He's only recently sort of got back to the gym, to be fair, last, I don't know, couple of months. So to come back and put on a performance like that, it's just like he had a fight a couple of months ago and he's sort of come back.
Yeah.
But so I'm really pleased for him.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you. I know you quit your job earlier in the year to go full time for your gas exams, or your gas job, and you did your exams this week. A week long of exams, right?
Yeah. So turn up on the Monday. There's, I think, there were 5 paper exams. Just taking a picture of me. 5 paper exams, and then all the practical exams. And to be fair, they were quite easy. To be fair, like the bit nerve wracking on the paper exams. They're all open book. You can all take your notes in, but if you don't know where to look, you can end up just flicking pages and you're just getting lost. And you've already passed the answer, but the wording might be different and you might not sort of recognise it. So you just got to take your time and just sort of get on with it, really, and sort of just forget about it and just concentrate. But I managed to get it all done. Just waiting for my certificate to come through from BPEC, and then I can register now to be gas safe, and then go and start working on gas appliances on my own.
And did you come up with that change of career just so you could focus more on your training? Because I know you were doing so much driving and stuff before.
It wasn't really based on the training. When my wife found out she was pregnant, obviously at the time I was, like you said, I was.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So it probably wasn't the best idea, but in the long run, it is. But yeah, like you said, I was traveling all around the country. I never got to see my wife, and then I thought, once the baby comes, I can't really be away a week and then still training and stuff. So, like you said, I decided to quit my job, and it's been tough. It's been tough not having a regular income and the training and the little one sort of thing. But
Yeah.
everything it's all seems to be working out now. It's, each week something's getting ticked off, so I don't have to worry about, the load's getting a bit lighter, but now the training's going up, so it's sort of, I'm still not home too much, to be fair.
So let's talk about the training going up, because you've obviously got the fight of your life,
Yes,
the featherweight title fight against Mads Burnell on the 22nd of November at Cage Warriors London. We've all been screaming for this fight. I must say, I was a bit nervous when they just announced you for Cage Warriors London. I was thinking,
I was as well, to be honest.
shot, or then I wasn't sure whether he'd get called up to UFC Copenhagen, and you'd be fighting for Bacon's belt. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like before, when I think, I don't know, a few fights before Jack, because I didn't realise they were going to Copenhagen, and then Jack was like, "Oh, he's most likely to going to get re-signed." And then I thought, okay, it'll probably be vacant title, and I'll probably fight Dean Truman for it. But then getting closer to the fight, obviously Dean Truman got matched up against Charrier, and sort of everyone that I could have fought was matched up. There was no one else I could have fought other than Mads, unless they were bringing someone else in from outside. But then that might not be fair on the people that they've been fighting for Cage Warriors, so someone could sort of jump that queue all of a sudden and get that title shot. So I thought it might have been Mads, and then once it was confirmed, I was excited. It was time to. Until something gets mentioned, I sort of find it hard to sort of get into the rhythm and sort of get focused. I'm training, but not sort of 100% focused. But as soon as the fight is mentioned, I'm sort of knuckled down, iron out the game plan, and sort of just get cracking on with it.
Yeah. Because I think most people were quite surprised that he was cut from the UFC in the first place. Seemed to be doing well there, and obviously his last fight in the UFC was against another BKK OG, Arnold Allen, and he was actually winning that fight. I think most people would agree he was winning that fight up until Arnold caught him with the sub.
Yeah. He was definitely winning. He was definitely dominating, but you could tell Arnold wasn't on how Arnold fights. Do you know what I mean? He was headhunting, he was power shots, sort of thing. That's not how Arnold fights, really. And just sort of, it didn't look like he was in the right frame of mind for the fight. But Arnold being Arnold, he pulled it off when he needed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a tough fight for sure. But it's going to prove the level that I'm at, and hopefully set me up for the UFC.
And have you got a good game plan already ironed out, or does that come closer to the time?
No, we've got straight away. We always have a game plan, and as you can see from all my last few fights, I get given a game plan, I stick to it.
Yeah.
And I get the job done. So this fight's going to be no different.
It's just so exciting, even to me, to think that there'll be a Cage Warriors belt in our gym. we'll get to have, see it with our own eyes, take photos with it. I just can't imagine what it's like for you to just how do you sleep at night knowing that
Easy, to be fair.
Could be under your fireplace?
I'm not really one to get too excited, to be honest. I'm shaking on my head. But I'm sort of, I don't really get excited about much. I just sort of but deep down, I'm excited. It's been a long road. It's been coming up for 11 years since I've been doing this, since I first started. And I'm only just getting into, I don't even think I'm at my best yet. I don't train enough to be at my best. So I'm going to be a lot better at this fight. In this fight, I've been a lot more's changed. So yeah, it'll all be shown on the 22nd. It will be a fantastic fight.
Does this feel like a reward for all those 11 years of hard work and graft that you've put into it?
Not a reward, because I've earned it, but until I've got that belt, it's not really. It's not really. If I got, it could be like I've done 11 years to get to this point, and then you stuff out of the wall. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not like it's not the end of. It's not like I've come to the end of the chapter, and this is sort of my time. Do you know what I mean? I'm only just getting started. But yeah, it's been I've worked bloody hard to get to this stage where I'm at with my home life and my training and everything. Is so yeah. Okay, yeah, you can say it's a reward. I've earned it, but yeah.
Yeah. And you said you don't feel like you train enough to be in your prime yet.
No.
If you do make it to the UFC, do you think you'd go full time with the training?
I don't know. I don't get paid enough to. There's not enough money in it for me at the moment to get to be at that point in my career. I would love that, to wake up in the morning, go and train for the morning, go home, see the wife and the baby, have my lunch, go back to training, and do that every day. I'd love to do that, but bills got to be paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Baby needs nappies. So
needs a pony.
Oh, wife saying she needs a pony. These years,
Oh, well, hello. Future champ's daughter.
Yeah. Throwing her hands about.
Already?
Yep.
It does seem to me like there's kind of two distinct type of fighters that I speak to. There's the ones who got into this really, really young and kind of haven't left home yet, and their parents are supporting them, and they can follow their dreams by training full time. And then there's the people who've already got responsibilities and mortgages and families who kind of have to do both, and it's a real juggling act. And it's a real
you can see, I feel you can see the difference in the level of fighter, sort of someone that does it full time every day to someone like myself, sort of, still work a full time job and sort of fitting in the training. You can see those people, like the people like me, they're sort of later on in the years, sort of late 20s, sort of all the younger ones that are doing this, they're all sort of 18, 19, 20. That's why they're getting into the UFC so young. They're able to dedicate their life to it. And obviously now, for them being 20 odd now, they might have started 5 years ago when it was massive. 11 years ago when I started, it was getting going, but there was the good gyms were sort of very sparse, and sort of thing was just getting a fight every couple of months on the local show, losing, right, it's back to the gym, a month later you're going again. It's just getting them in as many as you can. Now all the amateurs is such a good level, and they've got all this opportunity. They can just have a fight every 2 or 3 months, and they're just savages. They're completely different fighters from one fight to the next.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is, isn't it? You just got to deal with what you're given and do the best you can.
And Darren Stewart, obviously, he's got quite a few UFC fights under his belt now. He only went full time 2 fight camps ago, so it's possible.
It is, everything's possible. You got to want it, and you got to just do everything you can to get to that stage. It's not going to be given to you, and I've bloody earned everything I've been given at the moment. Sponsorship now is starting to get a lot better, but before I wasn't getting any sponsors, and that didn't really bother me because I wasn't in it for the money. I didn't need to do this for the money, so it wasn't a fact of I couldn't do it. I just did it because I loved doing it and it was fun. But every little helps, as they say.
So I think we're about a month out. What
Yes.
is the last month of Champ Camp like? What does it involve?
Oh, hard work. Don't say she just said no food, but I've just had a tub of low calorie ice cream. So that's.
Is it Halo Top?
No, I didn't. I went to Lidl's, and Lidl's have got their own sort of low. Oh mate, it was lovely. I had mint choc chip, and it was just as good, just as good as the Halo Tops for half the price.
Oh.
So that's even
Look out
better.
for it.
Yeah, it was lovely. But yeah, the fight camp. I've been doing a lot of work with Emma and George's sort of strength and conditioning and pad coach Bionic Rhino.
Yeah.
Former, I believe it was ADA coach. Yeah, he's putting me through my paces. Hands are getting sharp. I've done my first lot of five rounds the other day with Jack, Sean, and Craig, 2.5 minutes each. At the end of the 25 minutes, I was still pretty fresh considering they're all high 80s. Jack high 90s, but he'll tell you he's low 90s, but he's not. It was tough, but I could push a good pace. I was comfortable, and at the end of the 25 minutes, I recovered nice and quick. Yeah, and considering we still got another 4 weeks to go, everything's just gonna get better. So
Yeah.
this will be the first camp ever. So 10 years of fighting that I've actually had someone do my strength and conditioning for me and my pads. Before it was just me going to the gym, doing my own thing, and just sort of pushing myself. You can never push yourself. You can push yourself to a certain limit, but you're always going to go, that's enough. When you've got someone screaming at you, you don't do any more. You don't believe 100 push-ups or sit-ups. You're like, oh, crap, got to keep pushing. So yeah, you can tell the difference already. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 4 weeks, apart from the hard work, is gonna bring me. And yeah, you can notice it already. You can see the difference.
Oh, Steve, I'm so excited for this fight. We're going to have the whole gym down there.
It will be a good night. Obviously, Emra's fighting on the same night.
Yeah.
And bloody hell, when he brings all his fans to Colchester, they're trying to climb in the cage, and that's when he wins. So, you know what I mean? And that's travelling, I don't know, 40, probably 60 miles for them.
Yeah.
So, for them being in London and Emma fighting, the place is going to be crazy. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Emma's going to smash it. He's going to do it and put on a good show. It's about time he gets, given a good show, good opponent, and a good opportunity for him to show the level he's at. He's crazy good.
I've got a little succession plan in my mind that when you move to the UFC, he's gonna take that featherweight.
Yeah, I told him when I knew he'd signed for Cage Warriors, I said, "You better keep your hands off my belt." I told him he's got to wait at least until I've retired or I've moved up to the UFC. So,
not retired.
Could you imagine that? What would we do? I win the belt, I don't get signed to the UFC, and then Emma starts smashing people up, and then he moves up to be like the number one contender. What are we going to do?
No, that would be horrendous.
I know. Could you imagine it? Just be us two fighting and just no corner people.
Oh no!
Two independents fighting each other.
No. Well, it's going to be an amazing night. The whole gym's going to be down there, and it sounds like an army of fans for both of you.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So you stay fit, stay healthy, eat all the right things.
Yeah. I got
on camera,
145 strict. So no binging now. 145 strict.
Awesome.
I'm not allowed that pound difference, which I always rely on.
No, the championship weight for this one.
Yeah, I'll make it easy.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
No,
Have a great evening. Thank you to your wife for letting you do this when your party's in home. Thank you.
Very low in this.
Bye-bye.
Got a fist out already.
No, thank you very much.
Already.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No, thank you so much, Steve. Take care.
That's all right. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.